Well, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to quickly comment on some statements issued by Azruddin Mohamed in relation to what he thinks is his entitlement as the leader of opposition. First of all, former presidents, by law, under the Former President's Benefits Act, are entitled to security, vehicles, etc. And so former President Jagdeo, as leader of opposition, was entitled to those things. Mr. Azruddin is not a former president and therefore is not entitled to the things that a former president would be entitled to. The act which covers leader opposition is the leader of opposition benefits, which include the fact that he will receive the same as a minister. So Mr. Mohamed will receive and has received the salary, benefits, allowances and entitlements of ministers. That includes security at his home. And so that is paid for by Parliament. He's not entitled to personal security. However, there is security at the office of the leader of opposition whenever he designates the office and based on the rental threshold that has been set by Parliament. So this issue that he's entitled to these benefits that he sees former presidents being able to access do not apply to the leader of opposition and therefore do not apply to Mr. Mohamed. The other issue has to do with duty-free concession. As a leader of opposition, he's not entitled to duty-free concession. As a parliamentarian, as all 71 parliamentarians in the House are entitled to duty-free concession. So he doesn't have any special dispensation to do with duty-free. He has a duty-free concession based on being a parliamentarian. He has no entitlement to a vehicle assigned to him, no entitlement to close men. If he wishes to have that, he can hire them himself. But that is not part of the benefits of the ministers of government and allowances, and therefore it's not his entitlement. By the way, I remember during the campaign, Mr. Mohamed saying he wouldn't be taking any salary. This is not true. Mr. Mohamed is receiving his salary, and he has designated a particular member of his party to collect his salary in cash because, of course, you know, Mr. Mohamed has no bank account, nor do several members in the House. So I just wanted to clarify those points that are misinforming the public, and clearly Mr. Mohamed seems to have a vision of himself which is much bigger than what he's entitled to by law. So he needs to be familiar with the laws of Guyana, and that is the leader opposition benefits. As a leader opposition, by the way, his office is entitled to 3 staff that are paid for by the Parliament based on the public service scales of payment for those offices. And as I said earlier, he's entitled to rent an office, but there's a threshold to how much he can spend on that office. Electricity, telephone, etc. is paid for by Parliament for the leader opposition office. So I hope I've clarified for the public, and I thank you for listening to me.